Hi everybody, really great to have you this week. I know we are in unusual times. People are very stressed and weary, and I think sometimes it's great to hit the pause button and to remember that in the midst of stress, how valuable self-care truly is. And my mantra has always been from the outside in. If you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you do good. And I think it's really important for us to step back and still take care of ourselves and to feel like we are putting forth that extra step in every area, but not to negate this area in doing so. I think that when you put on some makeup and do things to make you feel better, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, it makes you smile, it just makes you feel better about the day. So if times are stressful for you, and you feel like you're showing it on your face, and you know what, everybody does. In fact, I've got Mount Rushmore right here, okay? I feel like I'm a 14-year-old and I've got breakouts happening, and next to it came little baby Mount Rushmore to keep it company. So there are two. This is sort of an anti-stress, anti-aging, youthful glow makeup application that I think we could all use at the moment. This is our time. This is our time to hang together, to sit together, to go through this process together, and to feel good about ourselves together. When I do my makeup, I love this opportunity to really tune out. And whether it is doing facial masks, whether it is exercise, meditation, eating healthy, whatever, taking time for you and indulging in yourself is one of life's richest rewards. Not only do you feel good about you, but I have always believed that you're better for others. You're better for those in your life that you love. You have more of yourself to give when you feel good. You know, when you think back and reflect on when you felt you looked the best, it was usually centered around a trip, a vacation, when you had the opportunity to get good rest, maybe a little bit of sun. There's just something about color in the skin that automatically sort of brings us back to our teenage years and makes us look younger and feel better about ourselves. So we are at this age and phase in our lives, being women in our prime, not so much laying out anymore, but we are definitely indulging in self-tanning products. So I started with this one, and it's Airbrush Sun by Sally Hansen, and I use this all over my body. You can use a little bit on your face as well. If you don't like to use self-tanning products on your face, what I then do is I dial up a darker foundation, so you can adjust with the color and the tones of the foundation that you use to be able to match your skin. Once you've got your self-tanner going, it's now time to mix your foundation. And just for the record, my face is clean. I've moisturized, applied a light sunscreen, and now we go in with the foundation. So this is my trick. And as you know, our skin tone changes throughout the year. We're lighter in the winter months, we're a little bit darker in the summer months just due to being outside. So I have a foundation that is very dark. As you can see, this is in no way a match to my skin color. However, when I take this and I blend it with other colors, I can then get my ideal match depending on my skin tone and how dark I am or how light I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a little bit of this with a little bit of this, and this is a NYX BB cream, and it's a much lighter shade, but these two together will give me a nice warm finish. And you can take any type of a acrylic little plate. One of my YouTube viewers here makes these custom palettes that she sells on Etsy. Last time I mentioned this, she sold out, so I don't know if she has any more in stock, but there are all kinds of these acrylic blending plates out there. It's really good to have, to be able to mix your foundation, and then you can then take a tissue and just wipe it clean, use soap and water. It's great. So it's a wonderful little piece of equipment to have in your arsenal. So I will take this color and I will put on my palette a decent amount. And then I will take the BB cream and I will squeeze on here a decent amount as well. Okay, and then I take my IT Cosmetics foundation brush and I just swirl and then start applying. And as you can see, you see how the tone is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but when I pull out, you're going to see that it matches my chest, and that's the goal. I'm trying to match my chest. I'm gonna have to work really hard in this area. Really hard. Thank you, stress. Thank you so much. Don't forget your ears if you have a short haircut. Take the rest, pull it down your neck. And you can see, can you tell from my shoulder color that now these two are pulling in together? When I started, my face was lighter than the rest of my body. Okay, once we have our foundation on, I'm now going to use my eyelid primer. It is Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. Comes with a little wand, and you just brush it on. I like to remove the excess with a brush. So I have a brush dedicated for my eyeshadow primer, and just blend it in. Next step, eyebrows. Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in Caramel. Take a nice angled brush, dippity-doo, and away we go. Nice light hand here. Hair-like strokes. Frame your bottom, and then flick it up. I find that one little dip in the brow pomade is enough for an entire eyebrow. Keeps it more natural looking that way. And then I just take the little brush, the spoolie, and just brush it out. Super, super light. We're just looking for some nice framework for our eyes, and even and consistent in terms of thickness, width, all of that. So that's the wonderful thing about a brow pomade and a brush. You can really fill it in, build it as you need to go. Okay, so next up is the Tarteist Pro palette that I'll be using. Love these colors. So I will start off with this lighter one here on the bottom, and see that more orangey color up top? I will blend the two. So a little bit here, a little bit here, and we're gonna start on the lid. It's kind of a nice warm terracotta color. If you're new to my channel, I encourage you to take a look at my hooded eye tutorial, and it walks you through step by step how to create an open eye. I go above the natural crease line. I create an artificial crease line above, and that gives the illusion of a higher crease and therefore a more open and bright eye. So I would love it if you would go check out that tutorial if you haven't seen it already. I think you'll find some really helpful tips in there. Okay, so now that we've got this light to medium shade that's going from our lid up to the crease line, I'm going to block it in now with a little bit of a warmer brown right there. Outer corner. Now I'm going to use a blending brush, and I'm just going to marry these two colors together and just swirl back and forth, get rid of any hard lines. Okay, so on the inner corner of the eye, I have this beautiful kind of goldy iridescent color top right here. Press in, and I'm going to go in the inner corner of my eye with that gold. Just this little V area. And then a little bit of the lighter shade mixed in with it, just to brighten it up a little bit. Up top here on the brow bone, a little bit of this top color right here, top left, just to highlight. All right, I have a black pencil that's really, really great for top lining and in the waterline. We're gonna run it right into the lash line, and then we will run it just underneath in the waterline to cover that flesh. So let's start here. Everything's been sharpened and cleaned, as you've seen from my previous videos about keeping our pencils and our brushes clean so that we don't get styes and eye infections. So freshly twisted, and we go up. You see how I'm going from underneath up? And that really builds in that top lash line. To finish it off, I will run it just underneath. so that you don't see the flesh anymore. And that's it. We're only focusing on the upper lash line. Other side now. Take your time with this step. It's really the most important. You don't want to get any pencil up on top of the lid. It's really important that it hugs right there in your lashes. Helps to create a more open eye, a more youthful eye. And that's it. I'm going to follow up now with Marc Jacobs mascara. This was it's small. It was a little sample that I got and I absolutely fell in love with it. Builds quickly, super dark, voluminous. It's a great mascara. So, top lashes only. All right, let's let that dry and we can clean up everything with our concealer now. Tarte Shape Tape in medium, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's it. I'm not going to use a whole lot. Again, this isn't an overly made up look. Not a lot of foundation, not a lot of goop. You really want your skin to show through, except for things like that. Okay. Yeah. So, a little dab will do ya. One right there, one right there. Concealer brush, and just sort of pat it out. Take some leftover concealer from Mount Rushmore over here. I don't want too much, just enough to hopefully cover it up some. Isn't that frustrating when you're 52 and your skin acts like it's 14? All right, that's all we're getting. I have a little brow brush and a little bit of extra brow gel from Houston makeup artist Jentry Kelley. And I'm just going to do a few brush strokes of that, just to really bring out my individual brow hairs. Add a little more definition. Okay, we're getting there. So this is not a very heavy powder matte look. It's very, very light. I have a new powder that I'm trying by Charlotte Tilbury. Number 2 medium. And I'm just going to do a very, very light dusting. Because again, I don't want to get too matte, but I just want to set everything that I've got going on here. This is an amazing powder, by the way. I love it. Okay, and if you want to, you can even use a little brush just to set your concealer. Just a little bit here in the inner corner. Now, lashes, ladies. Ardelle Magnetic. I am a huge fan of magnetic lashes. I love them. I've done a tutorial on them. I think they are amazing. And once you have mastered the application, it's like bam, bam, bam. It's awesome. It takes no time. I am killing this box. Forgive me. Okay. Yeah, that got butchered. All right, so there are the lashes. You can use this applicator if you need. I've gotten awfully accustomed to just doing it on my own with my hands. There is an upper and a lower deck. So what I do is I start with the upper, okay? So here's the upper, and I just set it on my lashes. And then the lower, and I just hold it with my hand. Get the two to meet up. And there they are. These are beautiful, beautiful lashes. And they're super easy to get on. Or at least I think. Practice, practice. Okay, hold it down. Under you go. And they find each other. Great. Hello, eyes. Amazing what little lashes can do, right? Okay, so let's now warm up the skin. Just a little bit of contouring and highlighting. So I have this. This is a really great kit. Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour. Look at the array of colors here. So you've got 3 different contour shades, 3 different highlight shades. You can use a mixture of the two, just one at a time. I mean, it's really up to you. Sometimes I hit just a little bit there, and I go in the cheek area, you know, do your little duck face, find your cheekbones, find the hollow. Right here in the hairline, again where the sun would get you. Tip of the nose. And if you want to carve out a nice jawline, this is a great way to do it. Right here. And again, so you don't have a line, just pull it down. All right, the color for blush is a Milani shade. I love this. This is such a beautiful blush color. Well, rose, even with, you know what? It is time for a new pair of readers. I'll figure out what this color is, but isn't it pretty? It's absolutely beautiful. It's a peachy gold, and it has a little bit of iridescence in there, but not too crazy. So I'm going to apply this to the apple of the cheeks. Lips, lippity-doo. The pencil is a very earthy toned, kind of a brown, light brown, and I'm really just doing a shadow, not so much a lip line, just an outside border. And then I take my finger and I just smudge a little. This is a fabulous lipstick called Alessandra. And it is a beautiful sort of a peachy nude color, very fleshy looking, but it does bring the skin to life. I really love it. Love this kind of creamy consistency. Great color. Topped with a local makeup artist. The product is called Art On It. And this is a beautiful, beautiful peachy gold lip gloss called I Like That. And yes, indeed, I like that. So a little dabble do ya right in the middle, center and top, and that's it. Okay, but my secret weapon for the final sort of youthful anti-aging glow is a new product that I have discovered, and it is by Patrick Ta. It's called Major Glow Highlight Mist, and that is exactly what it is. You can spray it directly on you. In some parts I will. You can spray it on a brush. So where do you hit it? Right here in the T. Top of the forehead, center of the nose, and right along the chin. And right here under the eye. And look what that does. Do you see that kind of sun-kissed, little bit of a shine? Not too much, but just a wonderful kind of, I've been outside relaxing and enjoying myself. All right, so let's finish up. And now our points of interest would be the collarbone, top of the shoulder, and a little bit down the arm. And if you want, you can use a brush to just blend it all in. But I feel like I've gone on vacation, even though it's a staycation. It's a mental vacation. You know, it's amazing truly, the power of makeup and application, what it can do for the spirit, what it can do for your outlook, even if you're going nowhere. I just think it's so wonderful to explore and create and to build up different looks in your arsenal that can be called upon at any time, because I'm sure there will be maybe a point in your life where you'll want to use these techniques. This kind of a look is great for an outdoor wedding or a summer vacation or a pool party, you know, where you want just that little bit of a warmth and a glow. To me, it is a very youthful, anti-aging type of a look. I think right now we all have lots of time and opportunity to be able to play around in our safe, quiet little space and to cultivate things for ourselves. So I hope this gives you something to do for you. Maybe, and you don't have to have all of these products. I mean, okay, fine. So maybe like a gold spray is one thing that you'll want to invest in. This is a great, great product. There are many out there like it. Oh, and I forgot to add too, Oh shoot, I should have done this. To complete the look, I've got a little iridescent highlight, and you can just take a firm brush and do that highlight right here underneath the brow to pop in just a little bit of gold there too. You don't want to spray your eye, because then you're going to cover the whole eye with gold, and that's not the look we're going for. But just a little bit of highlight under the brow. Okay, so now we're all done. Comments, ideas, and suggestions of what you would like to see in future videos. If there's anything that I can share with you, show you, teach you, obviously I would have to know how to do it. I am more than happy to bring that to you here on the platform. Yeah, the hair is growing. So I don't know, I'm contemplating what's next. You know, with me, there's always a what next. So we'll see what that is. Yeah, you just, again, let me know how I can help you and how I can be of service to you. How I can maybe get your mind off of things through any stressful period, so that we can take that stress off of our faces and we can manage it better and we can feel good about ourselves in the moment. Please, please, please follow me on my social media platforms. We have a growing community there. There are lots of wonderful conversations that happen on those posts, and we connect and we help each other there too. Of course, subscribe to this channel. Please ring the bell. You'll be notified every Thursday at 1 o'clock when I release a video. It's so important that we grow and that we're there for each other. I think that social media and YouTube and places like that can be a wonderful, wonderful refuge in terms of uplifting content, because it is there, inspirational content, because it is there, and ways to see things differently, try things differently, and do things differently. So let's grow. Let's be a wonderful, exciting, thrilling, beautiful place for women in our prime, because that's what we are. And I look forward to seeing you next Thursday at 1 o'clock. Be bold and be blessed with your beautiful glow, and take care of yourself.